Sonja Grace. Have you ever dealt with a crisis in your life? We have crises that happen all the time. In the kitchen, something's burning. Driving your car, your child is having a meltdown in the back seat. Maybe we've got some kind of community crisis where there's a fire, or we have a global crisis where there's a pandemic. The worst kind of crisis is when we have a loved one who is ill in the hospital, or we actually deal with death. All kinds of crises can happen in our lives, and we need to find ways we can cope with crisis. In order to understand where crisis comes from, we have to understand karma. Karma is our unresolved emotional wounds from past lives. So, for example, if you were born in the 1500s and you were accused of being a heretic and taken to the town square where you were about to be beheaded, there you are, your head's on the chopping block. Nobody said to you, "Would you like to speak to a therapist before we lop off your head?" No, you died with shock and fear and horror and abandonment and betrayal. All of these feelings come with us and are karmic pieces to our past lives that we now are contending with in this lifetime. When we're triggered, it means that something from our childhood and our past lives is being triggered. These are emotions like fear and abandonment, betrayal, shock, horror. All of these kinds of feelings can activate us, and suddenly the crisis is even bigger because now that little inner child within us is activated and they're feeling the fear all over again. Do you have bad luck? Do you feel like you're cursed? Let's really get to the bottom of this, because many people feel they've got bad luck and that they've been cursed. I hear about it all day long with people calling me from around the world. And what I want to say about bad luck takes us right back to karma. It's not bad luck, it's that we have lifetimes of experiencing betrayal. We have lifetimes of experiencing shock and horror and disappointment and abandonment and betrayal. All of these things amount to what is happening for you today, because everything that we go through in our lifetimes is about our karma. Am I cursed? I have seen people actually with curses placed upon them in past lives, and I'm able to go in and clear those karmically. But more important is that we take responsibility for this lifetime and we actually comfort and give security to that inner child so that we can be the adults and directly deal with whatever the crisis is at hand. What is your purpose on earth? It is to love at the deepest level of your being. And if you're working with some kind of crisis, you must remember that love is what's going to get you through it. The more you fill your world with your love, the more that you love yourself on the inner, the more the crisis will be manageable. We're going to call in all the angels for a healing. We're going to ask them to come into your home, wherever you are. We're going to ask for Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and Uriel. And we're going to ask all the archangels to surround you, to be with you, to help you with any kind of crisis that's going on in your life right now. We're going to ask for healing for all of your family members and people that might be in the hospital suffering. We're going to ask for healing for you, for your children, for your parents and your grandparents. We're going to ask that everyone around the world receives healing at this time and help for all the different kinds of crises that might be happening, and that you will remember that you can get through this. You can deal with crisis, just take time to close your eyes and meditate and connect with that inner child. Comfort them, love them, and you will have a sense of peace. I look forward to seeing you next time when we dive into love, my favorite topic.